What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Scott with the Full Body Fix. Continuing on our CrossFit Prehab series into the wrist. Part 2, make sure you go back and check part 1 if you missed anything. And the full series is on the YouTube channel at fullbodyfix.com/YouTube. Just check out the playlists. So we're going to continue on working our wrists into that extension position that we looked at and tested in part 1. Today we're going to be utilizing a band, a little stretch band, and something like a platform. I'm going to use a bench. If you don't have a bench, it's fine. Just get down on the floor, anchor your band a little bit lower. I'm going to wrap it around the back of the wrist and then stretch it and put my hand flat down on the surface, elbow extended, and I'm going to lean into it. So last week we tried to work on extension in that flossing position. We're going to do that now with a banded resistance. And as we get into that kind of 10th rep or so, then I'm going to stack and I'm going to start turning. Turn that shoulder in both positions, keeping the elbow straight. I'll take my hand away so you can see it, but you can also put that opposite hand down and assist in that rotation. The reason this is important is that a lot of times what I see is wrist limited motion because the joints in the wrist are actually adhesed. There's adhesions or soft tissue or scar tissue built up in the little rows of carpals there. We want to break those up, and this is a good way to do that. Go through that on both sides, three times, 10 reps, something like that. All right, part 2, we just need a light dumbbell. I'm going to hang off the edge. I'm going to keep everything nice and flat, and what we're going to do is work on extension. So what you can do is also use your opposite hand to sort of bring it up into extension and then let that slowly drop down into extension. This is working the eccentric range that we don't often get to do. So again, we're actually working on strengthening extension now because most of us are biased to be stronger in that pulling or flexed phase. So rotate through, maybe 2 or 3 sets of 10, just kind of driving that eccentric range of motion nice and as slow as possible. It's been Dr. Scott with the Full Body Fix. Check back next week for part 3 of the Wrist Prehab series.